There is a very harmful policy in the European Union. It's called Dublin II. It's an agreement amongst European member states, the 28 countries, that what it does is it doesn't allow the flow of immigrants from countries of entry, which is the countries in the periphery, to the countries in the middle, in the north of Europe. So it says that in practice that whenever an immigrant, a refugee, let's say, arrives in a country, so you have a refugee arriving to Greece, to Spain, to Portugal, to Italy, any country in the periphery, to Malta, this country is responsible for this refugee. This refugee cannot actually move. I'm simplifying just to give exactly the concept here. This doesn't allow for sharing of the humanitarian help. And what happens is it just accumulates pressure in these countries in the periphery. So you can be in the north and asking for human rights to be respected, but in practice you're putting all the pressures in countries in the south that often have lower institutional level that leads to human rights violation. So there is hypocrisy here, and it's a policy that it doesn't function, and we need to change it. We need a change, a reform of the Dublin II decision, so that we have a sharing of the refugees and the immigrants amongst European states. We can have an open Europe. We don't want Europe as a fortress. It's wrong. It's inhuman. We repeat mistakes of the past that worked against us. But we need to do the sharing of this humanitarian responsibility. When we have national elections, think what you vote, because if you vote a right party, you will have right-wing policies. You cannot blame Europe if we have 24 out of 28 right governments. You cannot blame Europe for having right policies. It's impossible to have left policies, progressive policies with right governments and right majorities in the European Parliament. Our vote chooses the Europe we want. But if we don't go and we don't vote, other people that believe in xenophobia and racism are going to vote, and they are going to elect their majorities. And we will have just to accept the laws that they decide. The change takes place through voting in the European elections, in the national elections, and it takes also place, and I want to stress this also, the European Parliament is really responsive to democratic control. When citizens write to their MEPs, but not one citizen, they unite, they come in groups, and they write massively to the MEPs against a xenophobic decision, against a racist decision, against a decision which is against public interest. The European members tend to follow this pressure from the society. So please use this pressure. Write to your MEPs through the emails, through the Facebook, Twitter, all the social networking. Do this. It's part of your democratic responsibilities. You can control the decisions of the Parliament, but you need to try.